Jays fans, you know what time of week it is. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. We're wrapping up this past week's game for the Toronto Blue Jays, and win-loss wise was not the greatest. 2-3 on the week for our Blue Jays, but you know what? It's win-loss. Who cares, right? Spring training baseball. All we're here to talk about is the goods from our Jays, because who wants to talk about the negatives? Even though there's a couple that I wrote down here. First off, let's start right away, and this might not be a long one because there wasn't a whole lot of great things on certain days. First off, on March 24th, it got canceled. It got rained out against the Atlanta Braves on Thursday, March 24th, so there's that. The great highlights from that game. We move ahead to Friday's game on March 25th, where they lost 8-4 to the Detroit Tigers. But positivities to take from that game. George Springer 2 for 2 in the game with a run scored, a home run, an RBI, and a walk. So George Springer looking to midseason form. You love to see it. Bo Bichette with 1 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs in the game, so he was great. And Hyunjin Ryu went 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, and a home run. But after that first inning where he gave up all 3 runs, he settled down really nicely and finished off that outing extra. I think he didn't allow any hits or base runners in the second and third innings. So he did a really good job settling down, had 2 strikeouts, and did not walk a batter. So it's a great job for Ryu settling down in his first spring training outing. Out of the bullpen, you had Adam Simber, David Phelps, Anthony Kay, Taylor Saucedo, all with clean innings of work. So a great job from those guys out of the bullpen, which are going to be key guys moving forward. And I really think Taylor Saucedo has been unbelievable so far in the spring, and with uncertainties about guys like Ryan Baraki, and Mays is going to be there. Other than Ryan Baraki, who's your lefty out of the pen, right? Taylor Saucedo might be that guy, and he's had a really good spring, so he might break the camp with the team. We'll have to wait and see, though. Now, we move ahead to Saturday's game where the Jays won 10-9 over the New York Yankees on March 26th. Kevin Biggio went 1 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored, and a walk. And Greg Bird, against his former team, goes 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs, a home run. He hits a bomb against the Yankees and walks once as well. And I truly believe Greg Bird is going to make this team as a DH or of some sort of bat off the bench, right? Whether Vladdy needs a day off here and there, he'll DH here and there and get Greg Bird in there, because his bat so far in the spring has been really good. I think I wrote down his actual numbers so far in the spring at one point here. Maybe I didn't, but he's hitting extremely well in the spring, and it's a lefty bat, which the Jays desperately need. All right, Matt Chapman went 2 for 3 in that game. Elvis Martinez continues to hit the ball really, really well in the spring. 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBI, so a good job for him. Reese McGuire went 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Alek Manoah got the start, and he was fantastic. Went 3 1/3, allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and no runs allowed for Alek Manoah. So he's already looking at midseason form. You love to see it from the big right-hander. Unfortunately, the Jays do win that game 10-9. The bullpen, not so good in that game against the Yankees, but you do pick up the victory. On the Sunday, March 27th against the Philadelphia Phillies, the Jays lost 10-5, and there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Vladdy went deep, went 1 for 3. Danny Jansen went 2 for 2 with a run scored and RBI. He had a really, really good game at the plate, so a good job from Danny Jansen. But Yusei Kikuchi on the mound got lit up. 2 2/3, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So after his first outing, which was really nice, not good in outing number 2 for Yusei Kikuchi. All right, we move ahead to Monday, March 28th, the Jays lost 5-4 to the Atlanta Braves. They had a total of 4 hits. It's not good. Not good. Somehow you scored 4 runs, but you only had 4 hits in the game. Good news, though, bullpen pieces. Adam Simber went an inning and a third, got a strikeout. Clean job for him. You had Trevor Richards going out there in the 9th inning, albeit probably not against the greatest competition, but went an inning and a third. No hits, no walks, no runs, couple strikeouts for him. So both of those guys were going to be key contributors for this Blue Jays bullpen this year. Did a great job in that game against the Atlanta Braves. So you got to give those guys credit for that. And today, against the New York Yankees, boy, oh boy, was it a nice one. What a way to finish off the week for the Blue Jays. 11-3 win over the Bronx Bombers. They had basically their everyday lineup out there. Maybe 1 or 2 guys not in there, but they had a lot of dudes in there. And the Jays only allowed 3 runs allowed, and they scored 11, albeit they didn't have the big pitching on the mound. But he only gave up 3 runs, and a really good job. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. went 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And can we talk about this Lucas guy? This guy is just ripping spring training apart. He went 2 for 2 in the game, hits a home run. He's hitting .444 with a .500 on-base percentage in the spring. And last year, I believe it was with Durham in AAA, he hit .303 on the year. So definitely a guy to keep an eye on. He's a lefty bat as well. So a guy that maybe keep your eye on moving forward, maybe a good guy to have in AAA that might actually get a call up here and there. We'll have to see, but he's having a really good spring and probably turning a lot of heads in Blue Jays camp. Santiago Espinal, we all know he's been working out. We've been hearing it all over the broadcast, but man, oh man, he has been ripping balls. He has 2 home runs so far in the spring. He went 2 for 3 today with a run scored, 3 RBIs, and the home run that he hit. The Jays had a total of 18 hits in the game, and it's brilliant. But we can all agree at this point in time, we're like, let's get to the regular season, right? We're at this point, we're like, okay, we're getting to that 15-game mark of the spring. Let's get this thing going because regular season starts in just over a week, Jays fans. A week Friday is game 1 against the Texas Rangers at Rogers Center. Can't wait. Now, pitching-wise, what do we see? We got to see Trent Thorne go out there, going an inning and 2/3. Got 3 strikeouts, no hits, no walks, no runs. Great job for Trent. Obviously, the injury bug plagued him a lot last season, and, it was a really tough time. Even in 2020, he wasn't all that healthy either. So I'd like to see Trent Thornton at full health, see what he can bring for the team out of that long man, maybe him and Stripling. We have a lot of guys who can give us a lot of innings. You have guys like Ross Stripling. You have Trent Thornton. You have Nate Pearson, who could probably give you some innings. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Anthony Kay can give you extra runs from the left side. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they work this. But Trent Thornton did a great job today. We got to see Yimi Garcia for the first time as a Blue Jay. Obviously, the visa stuff's got all figured out, so he was able to pitch when an inning allowed up 1 hit, struck out 2 guys, and a clean inning of work for Yimi Garcia. And Taylor Saucedo, I'll say it again, this guy has been phenomenal in the spring so far, and he continued it today. We're going an inning and 2/3 against the Yankees. No hits, no walks, no runs, and struck out 3. My thing about Saucedo that I've always thought about him is he has the stuff. His stuff is straight up filthy. He's got a wacko arm angle. He's got a weird delivery, but he hasn't thrown strikes. If he can throw strikes, his breaking ball is just disgusting. To start locating stuff better, he'll dominate. And so far in the spring, he has done that. An inning and 2/3 today, like I said, no hits, no runs, struck out 3 of the 5 guys he got out in today's game, and the Jays win it 11-3. As I mentioned, the Jays went 2-3 on the week, and Jays fans, this will be the last week. This will be the last week of updating spring training games. Obviously, there might be, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because Thursday, I might wait till Thursday night and kind of do, no. Okay, what I'm going to do, Jays fans, kind of give you the update, a live update. I'm trying to think about it on the spot. I will do the video, wrapping up the week spring training games next Wednesday. What I will do is that. And then on Thursday, we will do the season preview. Maybe we might touch on that last spring training game on the Thursday, but maybe not. Probably not. Okay, so that's kind of my plan before game 1 on the Friday at Rogers Center. All right, so that's kind of the plan for the next week and a bit. But Jays fans, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Look, we're all at the point of spring training where it's like, okay, let's get this thing rolling. We know who's on the team as long as guys are staying healthy, which for the most part we're doing okay so far at that. Guys staying healthy, getting their reps in. Jose Barrios, I believe, pitched a sim game not too long ago and went 5 1/3 of clean balls. So after the rough couple starts he had a really good sim job there. So that's really good for Jose Barrios. Again, he'll be the opening day starter. He might get one more look maybe in the next couple days or so on the bump for the Blue Jays before he gets ready for opening day. All right, Jays fans, you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are tired of spring training like I am, smack the like button. Yeah, I cut myself cooking today. So smack the like button. I appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the games this past week. Anything stand out to you from the Toronto Blue Jays, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, go nuts. The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow. They host the Jets at Scotiabank Arena, 7 o'clock puck drop there. As for the Raptors, they are in Orlando taking on the Magic, 7 o'clock tip-off down there in Orlando on Friday night. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, I don't know. They just look to play more spring training games, and I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday. Same day of the week, maybe a different time if they actually play an afternoon game, which would be kind of nice. It kind of sucks it was a night game today, right? It's spring training. We don't really care. Put the damn thing in the day. Either way, I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday, Jays Edition, wrapping up the spring training games and maybe a little bit of teaser before the season starts because it'll be 2 days away. So, all right, so Jays fans, thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and watching Blue Jays baseball for the past week, even though it's spring training. All right, and we'll talk to you guys then.